stream coming up.
So that is where we're at. Fought an ogre, a couple ogres, some hobgoblins, some goblins.
Wait, never mind.
And you burned like 2 of the hobgoblins into frickin' roast beef, pretty much, because my god, all of the fire.
Mine.
Wallace like, God damn it, why all of the fire?
So that is, I think that's literally what happened last time, and you guys were heading back to Forge Hammer. Because Forge Hammer may or may not be under assault. Don't know.
We're not 100% sure.
So yeah, that's what I think where we pick up today. You guys pick up today around the Hobgoblin Warlord, who is still alive, and you have not made your decision to kill him or not yet. So, who wants to go?
Well, I think Brexit was talking to him last.
I think we were having a sort of out of character discussion, trying to figure out a way of getting him to talk. Determined not to. So Cancer has been healing him this entire time, like using tricks and.
Yeah, his basic medicine, yes.
Have we tried hiring him?
Wait, what?
I don't know.
You're gonna hire a hobgoblin. That sounds like a great idea, Minnie.
That's the only thing I've got. Bribery, hiring.
Yes, hire a force of chaos.
I'm thinking at this point he himself is a force of chaos, as well as Cam.
Cam?
Because goddamn.
What?
I can't even imagine what you could possibly mean.
Let's see. The room was just about to 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius, like, which I have no idea how hot it was, but
What
really
is
hot.
Celsius?
What is Celsius?
Okay, I'm sorry. 1,000 degrees Kelvin.
What is Kelvin?
Yeah. Sorry, just use degrees and be fine, okay? It was hot. That's all you need to say.
Fahrenheit's the word you're looking for.
Fahrenheit is actually fairly old.
Hmm. Damn it. God damn it, Minnie.
You're welcome.
Oh, your stream's online.
It is. Great.
Is this like the Starfinder one? Nope.
What?
What? The
What?
stream title? No, I got it right this time.
No, the thing.
Oh.
The thing. How fucking descriptive.
Minnie,
That thing.
or Star, you were just RPing and just stopped. What were you wanting to say? It was hot.
Oh, that was our character.
I answered in character.
Kinda answered it in
Sort of.
character,
Semi
sir.
in character.
I thought you were fucking around.
Oh.
I mean, I was. I just
But-
using his voice to answer as the
What
character.
do you mean?
Sort of.
In? Anyway. What are we doing with the Hobgoblin, kids?
I don't think he's gonna play along.
Probably isn't. Can't tell you what tricks you got up your sleeve.
Tricks? What do you
Well,
mean, tricks?
This is that character, asshole.
Uh,
I'm not doing a voice. That character. Shut up.
You don't ever
didn't
do
say
a
can't do.
voice.
I do a voice. Fuck you.
Haha, you said doo-doo.
Oh god.
Good to see it. This is staying well
You
on rails.
overly impetulant man-child.
Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only group that derails like the minute we start and go just
Oh, you
flying
should
off
see
into
the
the sunset.
Starfinder game.
Oh, yeah, we're about to have a civil war in the group.
There's derailment aplenty.
Focus.
Focus, nerds! Let's go! Shit
So-
to do today.
Have you got any tricks, Kenthy?
Well, I've
Don't you
got
have
rope.
Zone of Truth?
You got
Yeah,
rope.
Zone of Truth doesn't compel him to talk.
No.
He can just refuse to answer, which he's already been doing.
I mean, I'm always up for, break it until it either talks or stops talking permanently. One of those two.
But I've got rope, and there's a city down that way.
That's possibly under attack.
So we just want information out of them?
Yes.
I rather imagine we'll find out whether or not it's under attack before we're there.
Yeah.
If only
Okay.
because we could just listen for the screams.
I mean, you probably could try and do it now if you focus hard enough, but...
Fuck it.
Only we're, what, a day away?
a little less than that, if I remember.
Carry on.
Time to find out
Or-
if the explosions.
Or you could carry... Yeah, because, I mean... You gotta remember, too, gunpowder, you can hear that pretty far away. So, especially in a fucking cavern.
Yeah.
The walls and all that.
Sound-
Travel again?
Huh?
What's a day's travel again?
Well, how far can someone walk in a day?
Like there's an actual table for a day's
Oh,
travel.
I don't remember. Not off the top of my
In
head, you have to
miles.
look in the book.
Which
yeah.
is there's my fucking book.
Fuck it. I'm gonna listen out and see if I can hear the sounds of
That's
cannon
all.
fire. Or
There's
whatever.
181.
Alright,
Uh,
perception.
Gonna be a 19.
You hear very soft. It's not loud by any means, but you hear like soft kind of like poofs of rumbles down the cavern.
Like,
Like
is there a
someone's
decent
probably
decent tempo to this, or is it
yeah,
the old
it
war?
is. No, it is full on, and you hear it sounds like popcorn going off almost.
Like popcorn going off almost.
Yeah, kind of like that. And then you hear like bigger ones, and then you hear smaller, like the popcorn pops, and then kind of hear like what, like a big one, and you hear a thud, and like everybody hears the thud.
Ah, that was the Bertha.
Okay, 24 miles a day is normal travel.
Yeah, so you could theoretically hear it, because if you ever read anything about the Civil War or any of the Napoleonic battles, they were hearing stuff 60 miles plus away. Sometimes, if it was big enough. But since we're in a cavern, underground, sound really has nowhere to go. So...
You hear it one way or the other.
We're hearing it all the way out here. That is going to be killing people inside.
Yeah. Wars and cannonade, man.
No, I'm not talking about the cannonballs. I'm talking about the explosions as they fire.
There's probably ways of mitigating,
Well,
Overpressure?
Yeah. Like, don't stand in front of it. You gotta think, if you lived in a mountain and you're coming up with this fucking shit, you probably figured out a way to be able to use it safe.
They can
somewhat
use it
safely.
underground. It's safe underground for them. They know how to properly use it.
well, I mean, I say we tie him up and we just start heading there to absolutely confirm it.
I mean, yeah.
We'll just bring him up and let someone else interrogate him.
If Forge Hammer's under attack, he's just gonna be a liability more than anything. I just say leave him here, since I know someone doesn't want him to die.
Well, that brings up another question too. Do we just let him go, leave him, or end him?
Excuse me, we are civilized. You don't just execute prisoners.
He has surrendered and technically is a prisoner, yeah, so.
I mean, the general's right there. You can all ask him what you want to do.
True. I suspect the dwarf standpoint is probably fucking kill it.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
out of character? Yeah, definitely.
we,
However, if we turn it over to the dwarves and the dwarves execute him, that's on them.
that's a different. That's on them. That is a different story.
Okay.
Look, a dwarf. Let's hand
There.
it over to him.
No, that doesn't work. That's not handing him over to the dwarves.
But he's a
That's
general.
our party still executing him.
He's not
By
part of the
proxy.
Party.
This guy.
General.
He's just tagging along.
He's still part of our party at the moment.
He's just gonna walk up. He's gonna take his axe out and just behead the guy.
Moving
Really
on.
fucking
Enough of
considering
this!
I'm in
We're
the
not
way.
leaving. Oh, he's still gonna walk right by you, just like, excuse me, pushes your wings out of the way, and just whack. Can we
Oh,
get
no,
this?
hang on.
Can we
I have
get
an
this show
idea.
on the road, please?
I have an
I don't think
idea.
there's any source of information of figuring out what their plans were. Thing is, they were coming down here.
While you were all talking and conversing to one another about what to do with him, Arir's gonna go over to the hobgoblin and just start talking to him about engineering stuff.
You're gonna
Nonstop.
talk to a headless man. The headless
Did you-
hobgoblin.
Wait, did you actually? I thought that was like.
He got decapitated. The generals walked up and decapitated him and walked away.
Alright, then never mind.
So,
What the fuck was that?
we got places to be, let's go.
Well, no shit, we got places to be. But perhaps it's not exactly the best idea to go walking down that. I'm starting to get dwarven accent too. It's not the best idea to
All
start
at it.
walking down that fucking tunnel when there's obviously a battle on the other end.
Well, that's where we have to go now, isn't it not?
Especially considering we don't know why they were coming down here to warn the other dwarves that they're attacking.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
to get more dwarves here to kill us all. I don't know. Let's go find out.
What? But dwarves are attacking dwarves now? What's happening?
Actually, why were they running down here? There are no hobgoblins back that way.
No,
They might have been
mini-
going towards
mini.
the outpost. Would be
They-
my assumption.
No,
But
the very
you're-
first one we found was one of them in disguise as a dwarf running,
Yes.
and saying that the city's under attack. So they want
And-
dwarves to know the city's under attack.
there's
Maybe to
probably
draw more
something-
dwarves there to kill us all down here. I don't know.
It seems like a ploy, a trap of some kind. They've got to have something big.
Well, of
Unless-
course, it's the only way to get into Fort
You
Jabber.
you are a general, yes?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Jesus.
You're a general, yes?
Who is? Oh, I don't- wait, you're Christian too? I
No.
thought that was those other dwarves.
No. Anyway,
Please, are you sure you're a general?
pretty sure.
Then why do you want to do what the enemy wants you to do?
Because they don't deserve to live. They're hobgoblins. They're evil. Forces of chaos. All of that. Whatnot.
Okay, so a hobgoblin that walks up to you, asks you to walk down this tunnel, and don't worry and don't look for traps. Are you just going to do that because they don't deserve to live? That doesn't make any bloody sense.
Well, you keeping him here and keeping him alive, and what you all were talking about leaving him. I would just. He wanted to die. I gave him what he wanted. He died honorably. That's all he wants. Then he dies honorably. That is the only redeeming quality that they will have, is he died honorably. Other than that, he is a foul being of chaos.
It does solve our
Who
problem.
knows? Maybe they're just sending a group down here to make sure that anyone coming from here gets intercepted and killed.
That could be it too. There could be more of them here.
Right, that is why they sent a small force to attack a dwarven outpost that couldn't even make it to the dwarven outpost.
Well, on the other hand, I
Well-
don't think there's another way around. So,
There are offshoot tunnels and shit.
are they mapped or
Mhm.
are we exploring them?
To some
Mr.
extent.
He looks to you and he's like, Dracovian, you see, there's not a lot of very powerful mages within Forge Chamber. Maybe they didn't expect somebody of your skill and skill set to be here.
Then
Also
what would a
fire.
cannon have done looking down this tunnel? Or hell, not even a cannon, just an old-fashioned ballista.
I mean, it would have killed at least one of the ogres, but then they would have been able to overrun anything else.
Really? How?
Yes.
You
Well,
line 5 dwarves up, have the ballista behind them on a raised platform, and you can't get through the tunnel. Not with a group that size.
there's more.
Weak.
There's more? Where?
I said maybe there's more.
I feel like it was that they were trying to bait people out, either to get them to actually go to city to do something really big and nasty, or it was to catch out any attempt at reinforcements.
And maybe even be a warning. Maybe they send somebody back to tell that, hey, people coming from this tunnel. That might be a possibility. That's what I would do. And
Wait,
try to do a laying
what do you-
action.
What is
Why
he
did the-
saying?
So maybe they sent a recon team down this tunnel to see what was here. Maybe make contact with the other outposts, see what the strength is down here. Or if they run into the enemy, the ogre or whoever stays and fights, and they send one of the runners back to warn everybody that there's somebody coming.
We could, during the fight, we could easily see that wasn't what happened, yeah?
You don't know, because there might have been more people down the tunnel you didn't see. So
I mean, it's a
I would
fairly
not...
straight tunnel.
Yeah, but I would not make that assumption. So
That it's straight? I mean, I could just look down it.
No. The whole, well, we didn't see anybody leave. I would not make that assumption. So that mine.
Well, I say the only real option is to take one of the offshoot tunnels, try and work our way around to avoid any trap they set, and yet still get to where we need to go.
Or we could have an expert scout go in ahead of the group and attempt to detect it.
So, the suggested choices are
Walk down
wander the
towards back.
tunnels aimlessly, hoping that we end up at the city. Send a scout
they
through the
took them
tunnels
over the
aimlessly,
door.
hoping we end up at the city.
Oh, this road goes back to
Or-
the city. This is gonna get you back to the
Or
city.
go down the main tunnel.
Yeah.
There
I
is
think-
battle and
I think I sent my character so far. He
What'd you do?
you
Flick it?
dumbass. You flicked it, didn't you? You fucking
Yes.
flicked your character. You dozy pillock.
Oh,
If he hasn't
Gone.
respawned, that means he's here somewhere. Did
Which
he end up in
direction
one
did
of
you
the
flick him?
bags over?
I think I
Did
saw
he end up?
him.
Did he end up in someone's hidden zone? Like Belotti's.
Which way did
Oh,
you
he's
flick him,
right.
Star?
right here. There's
no.
that guy. Use that one.
Oh.
There you go.
That's the general?
Yeah, I had them as the general originally, and you grab something else, so just use it as gauze. You're good to go.
It's literally goes again.
Yeah. So you guys have a couple options then. So
Well, do you let me head down there? See what I see.
Yeah.
See
it
what I
might be
find.
the best option at this point. We head down the tunnel, and the city is under attack for whatever reason. So, knowing this general, he's probably not going to be happy about a detour.
no. He's gonna do what you all want to do, because honestly,
Yeah,
He'd be
he's
by
got no
himself
armor.
there. Yeah, and he's by himself, and there's really no real reason just for him to go try. He's not
not
as dumb
stupid.
as he wasn't Borefoot or whatever his name was. Remember him? Yes, he was not him. So he will go with
Or foot
Guys.
or boar head.
Guys, I found my character.
Where?
His feet were sticking out.
You
Anyway,
planted
guys, let's
yourself-
go. Come on.
Planted yourself in the fucking table. Anyway, right. So, if Goz goes ahead of us, how far do we want Goz to be scouting ahead of us? He does have the ring of invisibility, so he can go invisible and not be detected while looking for traps.
You also have
Shit.
Tazar.
We also have Tazar as well, who could assist if Tazar is willing.
He just shrugs.
Yeah, whatever.
He's just like, well, I'll do whatever is needed, man.
Me.
Well, if we have those two up ahead scouting as we proceed down the tunnel, it'll probably be the best way to do this formation, seeing as we know there's something going on. Whether it's
And you guys are probably, you guys aren't a full day, but maybe 3/4 of a day still. But you guys are starting to hear, as you guys walk closer, go ahead and roll your stealth checks if you guys want to go stealthy, or you guys just walking.
well, I'm assuming those two are going stealthy.
Yeah. So with the ring of invisibility, you want me to roll advantage?
You should already just be straight up invisible if it cat. Yeah.
I mean, for
Well,
stealth.
Yeah. Well, for stealth, you get advantage. Yeah.
The other thing is, what pace are we doing? Normal pace
Normal pace, or you guys running?
or slow?
I'd say we go normal pace because there is a sense of urgency, but we are being somewhat cautious.
So yeah.
Because that also affects the stealth checks, is why I bring that up.
I got 27 on my stealth check.
Okay.
Before we did this, I'm gonna put a symbol down on the ground, just like a random rememberable symbol on the ground, in front of the group, and say, "If you see this, this means I'm probably around and there's something up ahead." Using prestidigitation.
Okay. Smart idea.
27.
27. Right. So Tazar and Gozik, you both are 27s on stealth, and you guys are now ahead of the group.
I'm not even invisible. I'm just
being sneaky.
Strolling down.
Gozik's like, damn elves. That's all he's going to say. Bloody elves.
Doesn't even see him.
Gozik doesn't even see him, and Gozik's invisible. Like, Tazar is just like one with the wall at this point.
I have one with the wall, and the wall is with me.
It is like the best version of Kronk in
I have mastered
sneaking.
the art of becoming so still.
So skilled.
I
Yup.
blend in with the environment.
Yup, basically. And you guys are walking along at a decent pace. You guys are still being cautious, not to step in puddles of water or whatnot along the road, causing noise. Everybody roll perceptions, please. That wants to.
Dang. 25.
Okay.
I got the same roll as my stealth.
23.
Okay.
17.
19.
All right.
23.
So, Gauze, you guys are able to see. There's nothing really ahead. You guys keep walking, and oh, by the way, did you guys bring the other goblin along, or did we let him? Because doesn't the general still have the other one? Tied the other one up. Remember
yeah.
the first one?
That's true. We forgot
Mhm.
about him.
We did forget about him.
So he's actually the general's walking, holding, dragging him, but stealthily dragging him, and he is bound and gagged, by the way. So, oh god. Anyway, you guys get to a point, about half a mile from the city, and as you guys are getting closer, you're hearing a cacophony of just explosions, gunfire, cannon fire. It's getting louder and louder as you guys approach, and it's not unbearable. Like, you guys can still handle it, but you can tell that there is either a siege or a large fight going on in the city. And it is anybody that's probably been on a battlefield, it kind of takes you back in time a little bit to when you were there, of like, oh god, this is something big's going down. And so yeah, if you guys want to stop here and wait and see, or if you guys want to continue, it's up to you all as a group. You guys are maybe 45 minutes from probably entering the outskirts of the city. So, but you're hearing, by this time, you're just hearing rumbles and kind of the echoes.
I think as a scout, I might push ahead.
Okay.
But what is the group thinking?
Yeah, if we want to have the scout push ahead a bit further. Just to see
What was it?
I'd be good with that.
We want to have the group close enough to push into the city, but far enough that we aren't engaged by them if we don't want to be.
I mean, if I move up pretty far ahead and see what's what, I could come back relay and we can figure it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I think the plan could be that we get up to about like the gates are like 10 minutes away, and I'll put down, or no, I'll just reveal myself in front of the group and tell them.
Eek!
Shield your eyes.
I hate you all. And then tell them the plan. And does anyone object to this plan? Of like just scouting up ahead and see what's what.
Seems good to me.
Go for it.
Yeah. All right.
Cam, Tazar, hunk of beef. I mean Carbon.
Whoa!
Did you just call him a beefcake?
Somebody
we
likes.
discovered another size queen, apparently.
God damn.
You didn't just walk into that one. You built the door that you walked through.
You did, seriously.
Brick!
What the fuck?
By brick.
Not only did I construct the door, I then proceeded to kick it wide open and breaking the door in the process. Either way.
They tripped and found something in your mouth. Anyway.
Oh, if there's no objections, then Taz, are you still coming along?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gestures for you to go ahead.
And with
So,
that,
like-
I go back invisible and we stroll on
You guys
through
keep
to the
going
gates.
through. You guys get to this road here. This is the road you guys came in on, right? Left on right here. As you guys kind of you see the big opening into what you remember from the Forge Hammer Cavern. There's fires starting to rise up into the ceiling sky. Let's put it that way. Just there's fires. You hear cannons. You see the flashes from somebody shooting. And these things, like, they're on the walls here, like in the city. You see them. Like, these walls are completely manned. And the fires are coming from Like this part of the city here is where the fires are coming from.
So they've come down that route.
Uh-huh.
Started attacking.
Yep, and so you probably assume that if you guys went through this part of the city, you guys might actually be okay. But you guys are going to want to be very cautioned because you don't know where the front line technically is. You see a lot of the shots are just, they're kind of shooting this way into the city with the cannons. And you didn't see these before because they weren't out, but the fort you see on the walls, they actually have, if you've ever seen Attack on Titan, how they have the wall cannons, they actually have those, and they're on rail car, like on rail, like rail tracks up there, and they have pushed them out into where they need to go on the wall, and they're actually just firing into the town. And it seems like they've probably evac'd everybody behind the wall at this point.
He
So-
designed the city to be
Uh-huh.
literally an Attack on Titan city.
Uh-huh.
You fucker.
Uh-huh. Dude, it's the dwarves. It's what they would do.
Don't worry, we've got everyone behind the wall.
Wall.
What's that?
Yes.
Is that a giant? Oh shit. You fucker. Wait, if I don't call you out on that BS, you'd attempt that BS. Don't
No.
even fucking.
No. I'm not denying it. It was that's where I got the idea from. I designed Forge Hammer the way I did. So.
All part of the plan.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that's what you guys are seeing. Is just up on the walls. The cannon crews. You guys are like all in frame. You guys all have come together at this point, and they're just laying into the city. You don't see what they're shooting at, but they're just laying into it. So they're either trying to clear their sight lines or they have more intel about what's going on in there. So that's the situation that you guys all walk into.
Huh. I say we sort of make a going for the gate.
And that
Gonna
sounds
run-
good.
Gonna run for the gate.
Yeah, at this point it's probably going to be a best idea in case something slips through.
Okay. So how are you guys gonna get through the gate to the gate? Are you guys gonna take the main road? Are you guys gonna take a side road?
So we're back together, right? I have an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I have the spell.
We're going to use that
Pass.
spell again.
Pass without trace.
Yep.
And we can attempt to sneak our way up there.
I also have an idea. So we're all together again. We all get in a huddle. I cast Wall of Fire.
Can that move with us?
No.
Damn.
Does anyone else smell something burning?
Anyway,
No.
what are we doing?
Do we want to do just make a dash
Yeah.
for the gates, or try to sneak our way through and whatnot?
Well, sneaking for Plode's not going to be an option.
Yeah, Upload's pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah, but if you do pass without a trace, it gets a +10. So
True.
to his stealth
Mhm.
check. So
True,
I'm
but
clanky, clanky, clanky.
and with the loud cacophony of just fire going on from the walls, you probably the clanky clanky might not be as bad as you think it might be. So
True.
because there is it's loud. Like you're not standing next to it, but it's
They're putting out
pretty
enough
loud.
fire
Yeah.
that we really could just.
the decibel level in this place is a lot higher than it usually is.
At this point, we could probably go walking straight up to that gate and just be going, vulnerable targets! Vulnerable targets! And no one would
But
fucking hear us. So
I'm just imagining the orc equivalent of hiding in the ruins of a house as hell breaks loose above you in cannon fire and explosions, and all of a sudden this tank drives by right next to your head, and they call it Plode. I might have been playing Boscriptum recently.
Bad
Anyway.
experience with a tiger.
So we're walking in on the main road. You guys gonna take a detour through the city because there is a route that you guys could take, through here. So like following like the edge of these buildings, you don't have to take the main road, but you guys can
Basically, it's
stay.
taking the back alleys.
Yeah.
Which, if we were to get caught in combat there, it's going to be a fucking shit show trying to get past each other.
Well, the main road might be a shit show too. it's
True. But there's no immediate fire coming to this road, so
No.
I assume it's not that bad.
But the tight confines of an ally does play to advantage. Given they're an army and we're what?
8 people.
Dozen dudes? 8
Yeah.
people?
8 people, 9 people, including the
Right.
construct.
And Plode even fit through.
By the way,
An
I
ally?
looked at it. Pass without trace apparently does not have a limit to how many people it can give
Oh,
it to.
it's the whole part. It's within whoever's around you when you cast it.
You get stealthed.
Basically,
stealth.
you basically
Even if-
become
Even if you just have your little toe, like just somewhat sort of in the thing.
Mhm.
Oh, I feel a lot more stealthier now.
Do you want to go with the stealth option or go loud and proud?
loud and proud.
If we're
Seems
going,
like we can stealth.
if we're going down the main street, stealth would probably be the best option. If we're going down the back alleys, if we run into someone, we run into someone. There's no way they're not going to see people in such confined spaces.
But what if people are looking down the alleys?
Well, then you just hope that the cannon fire deafens them from you, and you just jump them from behind and shank them.
I mean, you have an elf. You have a stealthy elf
True.
and some other people that if things need to get
Okay.
needs to get coup de grace, you got somebody who could probably do it. So
That was the
this
backup
actually,
option.
that's the backup option. Is Tazar can just go completely Assassin's Creed on everybody.
Right,
as you
so
guys are
we're throwing
moving.
Tazar on the roofs then.
I mean, if that's where Tazar wants to go.
I mean, it's an underground city, doesn't need roofs.
Come here!
Yes, it does
Wait,
need
hold on.
roofs.
No. Eat him up there. I know he can get up there on his own.
That's
but
when
fucking...
that's when Darius finds that somehow he's the one who wound up there, and he's like, "Wait, what?
What happened?
Anyway, how are we getting
Play the
there?
hand, bitch."
Slay a hand, bitch.
Yeah, I vote for stealth.
Stealth down the main road, or just going through the alleys?
I mean, who knows? Maybe stealth through the alleys may help you too.
I mean, we can stealth through the alleys if we want.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll for it.
I haven't even given
Excuse me.
it to you.
Main road for me.
Crash Mini, make a decision.
So, Minnie wants to go down the main road.
Stealth main road? Well, that's my vote. I'm gonna stick with the party because
I suspect that with how alleys are here, being winding, it'll take longer to get to the gate, would be my assumption.
I mean, we got an hour to get to the gate.
We also have an hour to get to it from down the road. One, we have sight lines. And
Okay.
if something were to step out in front of us, we could literally barrel down an alley and get them in a choke.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we were on the road, we could literally just jump down an alley and then, hey, look, we now have a choke point. Come on.
true.
At least we'd be able to see stuff, clearer. There's pros
Okay.
and cons for every idea.
I'm gonna In that case, I'll go with the main road stealth.
All right.
The con is
Cam?
obviously easy to spot.
Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to ambush people or do we want to avoid people?
Given we have the general,
We kind of want to get to the gate.
Yeah.
Is our priority. We're
Yes,
not here
but
to
there's
fight.
two
we're
ways.
Here
Yes.
we're here to deliver.
We're going to see more people on the main road just because there's more room to gather forces there.
But from the sounds of it, it doesn't appear that there's much activity down this road yet.
Doesn't mean that there's not people there, but yeah, they're not really focused over here.
If the dwarves aren't shelling this road by now, either it's such a small amount that it doesn't matter, and they're probably holding a defensive line, which we could then smash into the back of. And if something were to come out from a side alley, we could literally duck down another alley while still making decent time and get that fucker in a choke.
Yep.
So,
Well, again,
Look-
do we want to ambush people or go around them?
Primarily go around, I think. It's only if we think we're seen, we'll ambush and just charge.
Then why not just take the alleys the whole way?
Alleys may not allow for charging.
They're alleys. They're small. You're gonna be able to charge many. So
everybody will be in charge range, but if Plode charges, we may have an issue.
yeah.
Float gets stuck like a car going down a small alley.
Nope. Basically.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fuck.
what are we doing?
What we got to think about as well is size. Plode's kind of broad.
Don't worry. He was small at one point. We can trim him down.
We taking the alleys, going down the main road.
I'm good either way. I'll follow. If Plode gets stuck, we'll back out and try and find another alley. Or if the main road, then that will work.
If we have to, we can always shift over to the main road. It's not like it's going to be impossible.
All right. So you cast from Pass Without a Trace, then, Star.
Bippity boppity. Now you can't be
All
seen.
right. Everybody, I need stealth checks, please. While you guys
Biddity
move through
boppity,
the alleys.
You are now all hoppity.
You guys all get a +10 to your stealth rolls.
Wow, cool.
That's
Yep.
+5 to me.
Do I have to roll for Plode and Arrear?
Yes.
Okay. Plode got a natural 20.
That's a
Holy
21.
Fuck!
Yeah. What did you get?
I got 21.
21. Okay.
Arrear got a natural 20.
37.
just Tazza. 37.
36.
Yeah.
I got an 18, and apparently Glint is hiding under my jacket. Because Glint got a... one sec. 5, 15... 39... Glint got a 34. So...
That's
As you guys are walking, through the alley. You guys get through. You're about halfway through, and you guys turn around and you hear Cam's wing hit one of the back alley signs for one of the houses or a business, and you hear it go just a really long creak.
That's an obnoxious sign.
Yeah.
you
with your wing. You just hit it with your wing.
As the camera pans to it, you just see it doesn't move like it should. It's very slowly and stiffly moving to that apex point and then drops back. It's like
it kind of does that. Then does everybody stop and look back towards Cam?
No. We need to get moving.
I'm gonna slowly let it back, creaking just as much.
Otherwise, you make it through to the gate, and you guys get to a house right outside the gate here. So probably that one.
But yeah,
the back alley. Go ahead. Get.
I'm the armor I'm wearing gives me disadvantage on stealth checks.
I know. I know.
Yeah, so is mine. So.
But you guys get to the edge, and you see that the gate it's locked, And you don't see anybody on the ground floor, but you probably assume that they're probably going to be up either into the gatehouse or above the gate. And you see the general kind of walks up to the front of the group. Do you want me to go and get the gate open so we don't have any issues, or?
Yeah,
that
probably
sounds
would
like
be
a
a
great
good
idea.
idea.
And you just see him like, okay, and he just like walks out there, just starts strolling from the alley, just straight up, doesn't like nothing's going on. You're still hearing in the background just
Definitely not
boom,
letting him go alone,
boom, boom.
just in
And
case.
he walks up to the gate and he's like, "Hey!" You just hear him yelling, "Hey you, Lottie, open the gate!" And you hear the dwarf like, "Who's that?" In their dwarven accents, and he just like, "Just open the gate, you fool!"
Oh, you wasn't! Open
Yeah.
the bloody gate!
Yeah, basically. And he finally opens the gate, and you see a couple of the guards that were probably standing on the inside. They come running through, and they're like, and they're like, "Oh, sir, welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Do you know where the prince is?" And he turns back to the rest of the group, and he kind of motions y'all to, you can come out. At this point,
All right.
towards the gate.
And presumably we overheard the question.
Yeah. I mean, they're yelling. I mean, they're straight up yelling over the fire.
Yeah.
A
So-
misdemeanor with
and-
orcs.
I see. Anyway, the council and the king will be glad to see you, sir, and we better get you all inside. The orcs are being suppressed at the moment, but we're pretty sure they're going to be bringing more forces through.
We ran into some of their forces down that tunnel, heading towards the outpost, not the city.
That's not good.
Who
And
killed what that was there?
And you guys, he's like, "Well, let's get you inside," and walks you guys through the gate. And then you see the other guard like motion to the guy, like, "Close the gates!" And you start hearing the gate close behind you, slowly. Yeah. And you look in the city, and it's packed. Like, you look around, and
Everybody that was in the tunnel got relocated.
they got pulled in. And everybody is gearing up and grabbing equipment and armor, and like nobody. This is a situation where everybody fights, no one quits, kind of thing. So that's how the
When we're
dwarves
finally
roll.
getting drafted.
Yes, they are. They're getting everybody armored up, ready to go. So
apart from this is a warranted draft.
Yeah,
in
like,
an emergency
their
state
city
like
is under attack. So
If you don't fight, you'll actually die.
yeah.
You have a choice: fight and die, or don't fight and die anyway.
And
We all
Gothic,
fall.
you wouldn't know that this is by you seeing this tells you that okay, shit has really hit the fan, because usually when they've only called up like every dwarf in Forgehammer to be armed twice, and both times they almost lost the city. So this has happened before. Way back in the annals of history of the dwarven people. But yeah, you guys want to head to the castle. Who's back over here?
I thought that was the brewery.
Oh, it is the brewery. That's right. I forgot about that. That is the brewery. Castle's right here in town, middle of town. Then.
That's right. The brewery's bigger
The
than the castle.
Grand Brewery.
Yes, the Grand Brewery. That's right.
Again, the
Forgot
courtyard.
about that.
Why is there a big, huge 5 here?
So,
Just- Gonna beat his head in until he fucking starts.
the
saying
general
stupid things.
kind of leads you all through the town, and you see there's soldiers with guns, shields, axes. You don't really see bows. Dwarves aren't a big fan of bows. They've got gunpowder, so it's their ranged weaponry is guns. You see a couple see him pushing down the road like a little ballista. Cannons.
Like I said, loud and proud.
Yup. Yeah, like they're moving stuff to the walls and like other places in town. They're getting ready to fight house to house, it seems. Like if they get a breach. So yeah, things aren't looking very good. Yeah, you guys end up at the castle. The general.
Does that make the city a dwarf fortress?
Oh my god. Panther.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Just for that, Canthier gets to ride on the weapons pylons next up.
You ever see that one movie where, what the fuck was it? Where he's riding the missile down,
Yes.
waving a cowboy hat? Yeah, that.
Yes. So you guys get to the castle and you see the general, and you do have your little goblin friend that you all brought with you, by the way. You drag him all the way here, and they put him down in the dungeons of the castle. And you see yeah, he gives it off to a guard. And he's like, "Take him down to the cells, please," and they walk off.
Goblin was impersonating a goblin, a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Really good at impersonating a goblin. Damn.
Yep. And he's still trying to like bite, like scream through the gag, but you guys gagged him up pretty good, so there's like no sound. You just
It's just.
Mhm.
And we were stealthy with the hat.
Yep. I mean, y'all rolled pretty good, so
I mean, we could have just headbutted the cunt and had him laid out until
Yeah.
we go into the city anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you guys, the general turns to you all. He's like, "Well, I better go find the king. You guys might want to get some rest. I have a feeling that things are going to be quite busy around here, and we may need your assistance."
what, the first time that this has happened to us upon coming to a new city?
Oh, that's right, Amir. I believe you told me about that.
And Aileron and others.
Seems to follow you, doesn't it?
It's like we're protagonists.
Hmm.
Darius breaking fourth.
Everybody looks at the camera.
What on earth do you mean? You don't have pink hair.
What kind of protagonists have you been watching? Or reading about?
Moving pictures. Oh God.
It's
What, the
magic.
church-
That's absolutely a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So you guys,
In
where
fact,
do you
I
guys
can do
want to
it.
go? You want to stay in an inn, or do you want to stay in the castle grounds? You have a choice.
I suspect we're gonna be asked to go see the king, or someone's gonna have to come find us.
By the way, you stealth with all of your equipment too. By the way, so you have the wagons and the horses and everything. Like everybody.
Oh,
walked-
yeah.
I forgot about
Wagon.
that.
Well, apparently we didn't get the one with the squeaky wheel, did we?
Nope.
Lamp oil.
Lamp oil.
WD-40. Yep.
Yeah, when you say stealth with our equipment, now I just can't help but think of. See if I can find it animated.
My cabbages!
Here it is.
Yeah, you guys get to the castle, so you guys
There.
can either stay there or. Oh yeah. 17 cloaks. Yep, I remember that. Anyway, you guys can either stay at the castle or find another place to be for an inn for the evening.
An inn in a city that's in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either there's gonna be nobody there, or it's gonna be turned into a temporary housing for everyone they pulled in to the city.
Probably the kids that aren't old enough to
Yeah.
fight and stuff like that. So
Yeah. It's weird looking at bearded kids, man. I really don't want to be sat in because they didn't go through puberty. They fucking evolved.
Anyway, so you can either stay here and just set up camp like on the grounds, like there's room here.
Wait,
There
do you
are
believe in evolution?
We're having this conversation. Oh my god.
I'm gonna slap you, bitch.
There are no canines here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, that's a heart attack. Oh god.
Anyway, where are you guys going to be resting for the evening? Just set up
Wherever
in the
there's a
wall.
bed.
So I mean, you can literally
might
set
as
up
well-
your camp. Like
We
just
might as well
camp
just
in the-
camp here. Just
Yeah,
set up
camp
bed
in-
rolls.
Yeah.
Because they're probably gonna want
See
to
you
talk to
soon.
us. Or someone's gonna have to come find us. It's gonna be simpler this way, and we're not having to deal with, trying to find a place that's not been completely packed full of refugees.
Yo.
In a time of crisis, it looks bad if you're that dick that goes, "No, I want this space."
Only if you weren't there first.
Anyway, so you guys kind of like set up your little
What?
camp in like the castle courtyard, like just outside of it. Pull up the horses and the wagon, and you guys like kick out on the grounds.
We got the fire going.
Yo, just kind of relaxing. And if you guys want to roll perception checks, you can look around, and if you guys want to see what's going on.
There's a lot of people running
22.
around like headless chickens.
Yeah.
Oh god.
On forever.
I will take that. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
He sees everything.
I see
Um,
the cosmos itself.
Wait, but we're underground. How?
Derek's
Guys
eyes
open.
just light
He
up.
looks up. He looks up in the sky. The mountain opens up, and you just see open sky.
For a brief,
There he is.
strange moment.
Cam, have you spiked me again?
Anyway, you look around, and
Were you
guys
seeing
picked-
colors the last time too?
you guys picked a really good spot because this is like probably the main route. Like most of the soldiers that they've gotten together, or the groups of people to fight, are coming through to kind of move around. So you can kind of get a good sense of. There's a lot of dwarves here. Majority of probably the population's out that can't fight or walking
Like-
around and stuff.
Like I'm just imagining seeing a full regiment of like dwarven warriors walking
Yes.
by. One of them
Yes.
just turns like, "What the fuck?" Just sees a bunch of people camped out in the courtyard.
Yep.
What?
They're walking by and just see him looking, like looks at you all as she's walking by. He's still in formation, and I don't know how do you react to that. Like, what does Darius do?
Just gonna wave at him.
And he just kind of
Hey.
snaps ahead and keeps going. Rear, you notice this, and everybody notices too. There's a whole regiment of constructs coming down the road too. At one point,
Oh, of course they are.
Would I know what this regiment is? Or...
It's
Am I-
one of the more elite units of the military. They actually have basically what a rear does. There's about 1,000 of them, like 1,000 constructs in this regiment that they build and maintain. Like it's a full blown regiment. And you see them walking they're walking down towards the gates by this point. So a rear, you can watch and salivate over all of the really, really nicely built constructs. Like these things look old, but they look very well maintained. Like these have been built over and maintained over a long period of time.
Now I'm
Alright.
thinking of the manga. A wild last boss appears.
Mm-hmm. And they're all made
Rear?
out of dwarven steel, by the way.
Arir just like looks at them, looks up at Plode, sees Plode's looking at them, looks back, then looks up at Plode again, and then Plode just grumbles.
Welcome back.
No, Arira is
What's
passed out.
Arira's-
for
what's
the,
Arira's
now wet patch in his
response?
pants.
What is Rear's response to just seeing all the constructs show up?
The wet patch is alcohol, not what you think.
I just got back. What?
Oh my god! There's a whole regiment of constructs that goes walking by your guys' campsite. Please stop. Please stop. Thank you.
Okay, Arir is now drooling, and
There is now
Yeah.
a stain appearing around his.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a wet patch. Arir!
Arira, control yourself.
he's now documenting and doing his drawings.
Yeah,
Please-
Oh,
these.
good. I was gonna say, if you're still like salivating
Well,
truly.
he is, but
It's like a fucking
I'm-
waterfall.
It's like slap him out of it with Mage
And
Hand.
there's a bunch. Like, these guys are going... These are probably the frontline, probably meat shields that they'd send out to help brawl. Like, that's what you guys assume as you're walking by, because they mainly... Not a lot of them have... They're not armed with ranged weaponry. It's, you know, swords, lances, fists, things like that. These things are built for getting into people's faces.
Just walking by, there's the odd construct just sort of pounding his fist into his palm.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Darius, this might come behind them. There's about 4 of them. There's not very many, but you see 4. They're bigger than these constructs. I think these are full size, like what Plode is, but these things are probably 15 feet tall. These things are big, and it's more. These are all steam powered or diesel powered at this point. You know, diesel steam, kind of a mix. But these are actual. You see actual dwarves riding in these. That
Oh,
they're
they're
actually
combat.
driving. Yeah, they're combat suits. Dwarven steampunk combat suits.
Hey, Rear, you may want to start taking notes if you want to get that order down with
And
Boomstick.
those things have actual like humongous size like steam power like hydraulic claws. Like you're looking at this Darius and you're thinking about it's like these are probably built to fight ogres and bigger combatants on the field and stuff like that. Like they're preparing for probably a large assault either out in the city outskirts or in the city. So they're just kind of moving them towards the front. Like these must have gotten activated a lot later because they've been taking time to get them up. So and as
the net,
mm-hmm.
fucking deploy it.
And as you guys are watching those walk by, you actually see Boomstick shows up. Like, there you all are.
Hello.
Hello, and you
Hi,
kind of look.
Boomstick. How you
You
doing?
see, Aria, are you still like drawing things down?
oh yeah, yeah. He hasn't stopped.
I see you're enjoying Forge Hammer for Rear.
What? What? Yeah, great.
I'm going to use Mage Hand and take the pin out of his hand. So
I'm
that
gonna
I
roll
can,
to see if I can see the hand coming.
with disadvantage?
Probably, since I'm so focused.
Yeah, you can
Well,
try and perceive it, and you can try and like go around the pen if you want, like fight the pen if you want.
Fuck it, I rolled a 2.
No, you just the pen's out of your hand, and you're still drawing at this point.
Your hand's still moving. There's a moment where you're like, huh, where'd all that information? Son of a bitch.
Ari realizes finally that the pen is gone. Doesn't even blink. Just sticks his like finger in his mouth and starts like drool drawing.
Oh.
And it
Bro.
works. Yeah,
You
that's
see,
great.
Anyway, give him his pen back. Let him continue, and he's looking at Boomstick looks to the rest of you. Well, as you can see, things kind of went south while you were gone.
Well, that much is obvious.
Like the main orc army showed up. It sounds like the ones from Emir. They've seen a similar banner. Similar iconography has been reported.
Brilliant.
Oddly enough, as well, we have reports that the church has been nearby too.
Oh, here we go.
We haven't seen them yet, but they may be somewhere. Here. So, Darius, you might get your revenge. We'll see. On the judge.
This is how Darius obtains the entirety of the Crusader army.
So does Guzak actually know about Darius's conundrum?
I don't know, as Darius told Gozak.
Like, the most he's seen is just like him fighting with the church a little. Or like arguing to some like head priestess or
I
something.
don't know. I mean, Serious? I don't know what you would have told them or not told them. So
I don't think I've ever told them.
no. So yeah, you wouldn't know. And Boomstick was making more of that as a reference of the whole church thing in Amir more than anything.
Yeah, because
So
the church did in Amir,
yeah.
siding with the orcs.
Mm-hmm. And he looks at everybody. Well, really, Alexa?
Look at everyone. What would
Cancel.
you like? Damn it, Alexa!
Boopstick just
Domino's
raises
Pizza.
his watch up. Really, Alexa?
Just for everyone here, King probably won't see you, but we will probably need your assistance in this upcoming fight. I don't know if the general probably said something of that nature to you, but
Oh, we
They've-
assume it's not the first
they
city we've walked
literally
into and there's been a
have-
crisis.
they have ordered that no ships leave the dock base, the docking collars right now as well. Plus, your crews are also departed about 2 days after you left, so they're actually out currently fighting above ground.
Oh, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to run, lads.
Nowhere to run to. They did, though, drop your knights, Mr. Hamilton, so you do have your knights here.
Woo!
And they do have the rifle company. They did leave they left a platoon of them here. They don't have all of them. They had to still keep some on the ship to secure it. But
In case of
you have, yeah.
And forgive me for the untimeliness of the question, but I assume that our participation in this will be compensated. Not establishing that initially has
I
bit
mean,
us
if you want to help the position of the
historically.
overall war efforts, that might be compensation enough there, Cam.
Are you saying we should do this for the exposure?
Oh,
Oh,
choosing
God.
beggar moments.
Are you saying that we're volunteers so
Cam,
we want to
Cam.
be here?
Cam, the king has over 100 followers on Instagram.
So that's why we should fight this fire.
Well, I mean, this is the main army that threatens. If this army breaks through here, Alderaan falls, does it not?
That would be the next one in the path.
This
I
army
mean-
breaks through here, Alderaan is threatened.
I mean, they'd be stepping over.
There's
the,
a second
what is it,
army
the-
in Alderaan already. A second army in Alderaan would feel their defeat pretty much wholeheartedly. If the king believes, as we have the intelligence to press that way, if the Alhoons are somehow associated with the chaotic army here, if they link together, it's game over.
Yeah. Not sure if there's a connection, but there's probably a connection.
I mean, that's the assumption we all have made so far, I think. If I remember.
Yeah.
They're somehow loosely associated, so...
Fucking Coaz.
OS.
Coed. Fucking Coed.
There is one way that we could save the city from an all-out assault by the orcs.
I'm listening.
Is that if somebody would challenge, say, the army leader to a fight?
Oh boy.
Oh, it sure is too bad. There's no one here who's lived for several hundred years and has time to get to level 20 on his own. That could do it for us.
Caravan steps up. One-on-one fight or group fight?
Well, from our understanding, one-on-one.
It would be champion versus champion. Usually how that works. So if it's a Gaelic army, I'm not sure how well we could trust it. But it might be enough to watch their leader die to break them. Got to figure out where the leader is, though, and call him out.
Or we fight and try and defeat them on the field. That's the other option.
The question is anything else coming down the other tunnels? Because if all the forces are focused on one point, that's where it all goes to shit.
Yes.
Seems
Right
we run
now,
into group down
yeah.
the other tunnel. I don't think they're all focused here.
No. They could be in other tunnels, or they could have sent parties to the other tunnels.
Open up
They
one
could have
point.
been. They could have been completely, honestly, from what I heard from the general. They could have been someone that may have been living in the mountain already that got displaced by this army being here. Armies tend to do that.
Yeah.
So maybe they got. We'll be having discussions with our goblin friend in the basement, but maybe they got pushed into service just by the presence of the army and everybody else here.
So someone's got to go fight a war boss. Realistically.
Or yeah, someone has to fight either their commander or their champion, or we fight the big fight. So,
which would be mass amount of casualties and possibly a high chance of defeat.
well, we can outlast them. The problem is they could completely bypass this place too and keep going.
Yeah.
Is if the rumors with the church being around are true, that could be bad.
So it would be a situation of we would need to get them broken and dispersed as quick as possible. Waller's really looking for this 1v1.
I'm just waiting. Your guys' decision. I'm giving options. So,
Well, if we could draw out the enemy champion or commander or whoever is willing to accept that duel.
you guys could issue an open challenge. They have the ability to do that. And just go out there under a white flag of truce and
The orcs really accept a white flag of truce?
yeah, dude, they're honorable, man. They're not they're bloodthirsty, but they do honor that shit. So especially with a siege like this, they would probably honor that. The other thing too, and as you guys were talking with Boomsticks too, he kind of alludes to it. It would be easier for them to even fight that battle as well, and not just come in here and lose as many orcs
waste
and
their forces. Yeah.
The dwarves would be able to actually hold out if you guys would have hold out through the whole siege. The problem is you
What
get
would
bypassed.
change around us in
Yeah.
that time?
Yeah. And that's the game you play.
Yeah. It would seem that doing the duel would be the best way to go about this.
Or sally out in major conflict. So.
In the terms of the grand picture, the duel would definitely going to be the thing. Then we need to choose a representative. Which from
If only there was someone who was experienced in gladiatorial
I
combat.
know, right?
I know, right?
Which Carvan could do it, and if we give enough of a gap of 30 feet, Carvan can get really scary.
Oh no.
Yeah. What I'm thinking.
While you guys continue to think. Oh, come on.
The dwarf alarms sound off.
This is not a drill.
This is
Hobgoblins
not
are
a drill.
invading.
God, hobgoblins are invading. No, so what do you guys want to do?
It would be sparing the lives of people.
I guess the one-on-one's up to Carban.
I think Carban's more than willing.
He just cracks
And
his
if-
knuckles.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
You guys
Well,
want to
then,
roll
spread
out
the word.
there? You want to roll out there right now? I mean, you guys could literally get on a horse, or whatever, walk out there and challenge them right here, right now.
We could. I think that's going to be the best option, realistically.
And Boomsticks is kind of standing there. He's like, "I'll let the king know if that's what you all want to do."
We can break it before it happens.
Eventually, we will have to fight this army, but right now,
It would
might
back
not
them
be
off
the
and allow the
time.
dwarves
Yes.
to shore up everything.
And this
Give them
might
more
not be in. We don't have all of our forces here either. We had a lot that were deployed elsewhere.
Yeah.
A lot of what
And
you see is population.
Militia.
It's not.
Yeah.
Not
You've also got all the
actual
outposts
forces.
as well that have people in that could potentially be attacked if they come down another tunnel during a prolonged siege.
Okay.
For the greater good.
Well, the greater good. Or we die trying,
Jazo of the Talva.
So Darius, are you going with him? Are you all going with him, or?
I'm not going to allow.
We'll have to, unless we
I'll
want to
allow
just
him to
yell
go
out.
on his own. For the love of God, no.
Unless we
Hey,
wanna
hey,
just
Carbon,
yell
you
the
see the
challenge.
gates? Yeah, goodbye.
What a dick.
For those of you about to die, we salute you. Bye.
For those about to die, we salute you.
Actually, if we want to, Plode can go out with them as well. If Arir wants to stay back and, because of the link, basically update the rest of either the dwarfs there or the group there on if the challenge is accepted and or if they make it.
They're probably gonna have dwarves watching over.
Oh yeah, there'll be a back line where wolves will be stood there.
Oh, why don't we just scream it then? We challenge your leader. I'm assuming the dwarfs would have
To
some...
a beer drinking contest.
I mean,
Would they accept that?
could try.
To a beer drinking contest
Alcohol drinking
Against
contest.
dwarves?
against dwarfs? It depends on what their leader is, though.
That's true.
It's a little tiny goblin.
It's a little tiny goblin. Oh my god. It's fucking Skarsnik.
All right. So do you guys heading out towards the gate then?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we're gonna do this, yeah.
If we're doing this.
All right. Carbon, are you ready for this?
Yep.
All right. As you guys walk out, I'm assuming, get a white flag of some sort to.
Oh, we assemble some kind of sheet or something.
Yeah, like just.
But hold
tie
on,
it
guys,
to
I
a
have over
piece
ears
of
underwear.
wood. Yeah, you like tie it to a piece of like a
I was just
branch.
gonna
I
say we
wouldn't
make
touch
like
that.
light and hold him up on a pole.
And he's going. You guys walk out. Carbon, you guys walking out, or are you guys riding out? How are we doing this?
Oh, Caravan's walking.
Walking.
There's no point in riding out if we're setting up a duel.
Okay. And
We're not having a moment of Rohan here. Charging towards the enemy. No, we're not doing that.
And so you guys all head out there. You guys get there and you guys stick the white flag and you see a orc. you guys wait for a little bit. The shelling stops. I'm assuming you have the dwarves
Yeah,
stop
we would have
shelling.
informed them to stop the shell.
Ceasefire. They stop
Ceasefire,
firing.
ceasefire.
Ceasefire on us.
And you guys hear it like stop. You still hear like buildings crumbling and everything outside the walls. Because, like,
screaming
things-
orc getting
yeah,
crushed by rubble.
Yeah, dying orcs and their war beasts and whatnot. And about 20 minutes after you guys stand there on the hill or on the rise where you guys are at, because I'm assuming you go to a place of prominence so they can see. You see a orc riding the wargs that you have noticed before. You see like 3 of them walk up or kind of trot up to you guys, and they have their white flag and they stick it in the ground too. And you guys are now face off with 3. One is a very older, you can kind of tell he's probably the more distinguished of the orcs, and he's like, "Do you challenge us?"
Karen Sword, I challenge you.
Just,
You're not
well,
challenging me. I'm too old to fight, but I have someone that will fight in my stead.
Who then?
And you see him, he
Just a
leans
fucking
over
ogre.
to one of the other ones, and he whispers, and then you see him go running off on his warg.
Just
We'll
a
be
fucking
there
Bahir.
soon. No. It's not.
It's 3.
It's 3.
The 3-headed Bahir.
3-headed Bahir.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be a 5-headed Bahir.
Just gets
Could
worse
be
with each
worse.
head
A
added.
4-headed Bahir.
As you guys are standing there, you guys see walking up to you all. I don't have a model for him, so sadly it's kind of hard to go there. You see a very large demonic-like entity. Got horns all over his body and around his head, kind of very similar to a almost like demon. Like, you've seen one of these before. It looks very similar to what you've studied, Darius. These are called Tanaruk. It's a Tanaruk. They basically are. It's a demonic entity. It's basically an orc that's been corrupted into a demon, pretty much. And this thing's about 9 feet tall. Like, this thing's big. And he's got a wicked, almost not quite like a weapon that you've seen before. It's like a club. It almost looks like a lacrosse stick with like growth coming off of it, like sharp pointy pieces and things. And he doesn't say anything, and his eyes are red, kind of glow, and he just kind of his stick. He kind of puts it on his back, and he's like, "You." The orc's like, "This is who you will challenge. What are your terms?"
Isn't there some rule against performance enhancing magics?
I mean,
What the fuck?
you're about
I
to
don't
do
know.
some rule performance enhancing magic, sir.
I don't really have anything that
No,
can buff
no.
people.
Harban is, though.
You just hear it giggling in the background.
Yeah, don't mind that model. I was just curious of what the hell it was because it was animated.
Well, if there's something to stand in, we'll do a fight here. I'm trying to find something to stand in for it.
So,
I sincerely doubt you want her to do that.
Anyway, yeah, you see him, Carbon, you're looking at him, and he's intimidating. Like, you can tell that
Spiky.
if he's spiky, it's somebody that we'll use this guy for it, but it's not him. But we'll just use this one for now. And he's kind of like, what did you the orc chieftain What are your terms?
In terms if we
Headbutting
win,
contest.
you and your army turn around and leave.
Terms if we win.
What do you want?
The city is what we want.
Did any representatives from the dwarves come out with us, or
Nope, it is you guys negotiating on behalf of the city.
fine?
The fucking car.
Carman's like, alright, let's do this. YOLO.
Not
you know
my
that
city.
meme from Friends where the guy goes like, "Everything's fine," and then the next pictures like his eyes are wide open. That's Gothic right now.
What you mean the Joey thing?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys clear outside of 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. I get like a measuring tape. Hey, Carbon, just hold your.
It's right here.
Okay, you're
Right
good.
here.
I think it'd be best if someone drew a boundary to make sure,
Yeah.
that they're sort of
and everybody backs up.
I would
and,
say draw a ring, and then get 30 feet away from that ring.
Yeah.
Just-
So
yeah.
you guys back out.
like the orcs just watch us back further and further up. Like, why are they backing up that far? We should probably back up that as well, just in case. We don't know what the hell that champion's about to do.
All right. Carban.
God, they're scared of their own champion.
Carban, I need you to roll initiative, sir.
Let's do this!
Initiative of 2.
That's all you get is a 2?
I had 0 initiative bonus, and I rolled a 2.
Ouch.
Oof.
Carban slips as he's walking up to the fight.
I
Shit.
rolled
We feel
a...
1.
I rolled a 2. I need a D6.
I'm guessing he has
Damn.
no initiative bonus either.
No, he doesn't.
We picked an ice patch for them to fight on.
He's a big boy. He knows how to hit, but
It'll just take him 30 seconds to hit someone.
yeah, basically.
Alright, I'm rolling. Ooh,
I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Yep, you get first attack.
Alright, well. Going to Blood Rush.
Yeah.
And gonna draw one of my great axes. And I'm drawing the Berserker's Greatsword.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Here it goes.
He found a situation.
Yup.
As much as Darius's blood boiled upon seeing a half demon like that, he's gonna leave it to the big gladiator boy.
What size circle did we do?
30 foot. One circle.
You want to give us a 30-foot ring and then be 30 feet outside of that ring.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a 30-foot ring and a 30-foot ring outside that ring.
And Plode and Arir are outside that.
There you go.
I pretty much had it lined perfectly.
Anyway, so Carban. Ready to rock and roll, sir.
I'm just looking up thing.
So you get what, +2 to your strength because of the Berserker's Greatsword?
Yeah, he does. Fucking hits like a freaking brick house.
Yeah, you basically get the
So-
effects of rage without the detriment of,
Uh-huh.
rage. Well,
Yeah, you get a
detriment.
shitload bigger detriments.
Yeah,
Or detriment.
Okay.
exactly why we're staying the fuck back.
So one of the things that this does is it gives me
By the way, he is wearing plate, just letting you know.
uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Gives me a bonus to damage rolls that increase as I gain levels as a barbarian for rage, but I don't have any levels in
I
barbarian.
will count the Berserker is that
But it's basically a barbarian, just
your
modification.
berserker levels
Okay,
will count
so
just for
there's
this
6.
one. I know that's not how it probably works, but
It's
I'll
still
roll that
it's a
shit.
+2 anyway,
Yeah.
which is the same as the first level.
Yeah.
So
This is gonna get nasty. I have a feeling.
it is.
It's gonna get nasty because this guy's got some surprises too.
He also has, plate armor, which he's going to find very quickly being ripped away from him.
Yo,
and yeah, so Caravan's gonna take a swing with the greatsword.
all right.
That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll your damage. By the way, are you in Blood Rush too?
Yes.
Yeah, he blood rushed then drew.
I was just making sure. You know what your my damage is?
Oh, that is. That's 17 damage.
Okay.
Take a swing with the great axe.
Hang on, he's going to cast a reaction called Unbridled Fury, and he's going to make an attack against you with advantage. And that's a 9 and a
Whiff.
16. That'll
Whiff.
both whiff. So,
Oof.
Alright, so this is a swing with the axe.
okay.
That's a natural one that whiffs.
Whiffs. So he blocks it with
Hard
his
whiff.
shield. You guys watch as you see him go in. Carband probably goes, "Brah!" Just charges him.
Oh yeah,
and
he
hits, and
okay, yeah, 2 melee attacks, right?
yeah, you get
Alright,
one more.
and I get my
that's
third
it.
attack.
Yeah.
No, I was,
Tanneruk. The Tanneruk, you see like Carband hit the Tanneruk, the first shot kind of hits him on the side. Then you see him bring his greatsword back and like misses like Carband, it just like misses you.
and going with the great sword again. For his third attack, that is a 20.
That'll hit.
So his AC
Barely.
now drops by 1.
Oh.
So he's down to 17.
That is that's 18 damage.
Okay.
And I think that's all I've got for this round.
That's pretty good. And now he is going to make a bite attack against you, Carband, first.
Okay.
That will be a 23 to hit.
That connects, yep.
Yeah. You will get 6 damage. Then he's gonna make an attack with his greatsword, which is his kind of staff-looking thingy. That'll be another 23 to hit.
Okay.
Hit on 2d6. That will be 13 damage for you that turn. As you guys watch, as Carband hits again, you see him to bite his arm, like just bites into your arm, and then as he steps back, he takes a swing with his sword and connects with the swing.
And for some reason to him, it doesn't look like it's affected Caravan nearly as bad as it should have.
No.
And Caravan's gonna... that tickled. My turn.
Oh gosh.
And
no.
back comes the great sword.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
That will hit. You guys hit like fucking Mack trucks, man. My god.
16 damage.
15 damage. Alright.
Great axe.
Are you gonna use your blood pool by chance? Don't forget that you have that.
I'm more.
Yeah.
That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And 12.
12 damage.
No, I needed to dig out my D12. 16 for the great axe. And then again with the great sword.
His arm is now down to 16.
Natural 20.
Mm-hmm. Ouch,
Oof.
that'll hit.
Roll the damage die, double it.
So that gonna be, come on, double 12s. Or double 6s, I should say. Pretty good. That's
A
25
chunk.
damage.
25 damage. Jesus fucking Christ.
Tick, tick, tick. Ow.
Yeah, this guy
Ow.
just through.
Oh, and his AC went down again.
Yeah, he's down to 16.
Okay, he's going to react, by the way. Make a great sword attack on you. That will be a 17 and a 15, so that will probably miss.
Whiff, whiff.
Whiff. Okay, and then he's going to go into his turn. And I'll make his bite attack again. That's a 10. That'll miss. Going to shoot with the greatsword here. That's a natural 20. Thank
Ooh.
God.
Oof.
Okay.
We're
So
trading
2d6
blows here.
Yes, you are.
Pity that the next blow he's going to receive is going to have that blood pool damage stacked on it.
So you take 16 damage total.
Yeah.
We'd have ridden out here, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm?
What?
We'd have ridden out here, yeah?
I mean, if you guys want to, you guys all walked out here.
You said
So-
16, Waller?
Yeah. Yep. And that's his turn. Starman. Scary thing is, this guy had... Wow. You'll find out when we finish this combat, because this turn I think he's dead. So...
Alright.
What's about to happen here? So...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Unless you whiff.
I forgot I should have been taking half damage again from all of this.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yes.
Alright.
Well, whatever damage you've taken, just half it.
Yeah, pretty much. That is a natural 19.
That will
I
hit.
don't crit or anything, so it's just definitely gonna
Oh.
hit.
I was
By
about
the
to say, I
way,
thought you had.
he's getting. Well, I'll total it up at the end of my turn. Yeah.
Darius is probably standing there, it's like, I could have taken this guy. Sitting there like...
I mean, there was a moment where I was debating whether I would jump in because of the fact of it being a demon. Well, partially. But
21 damage.
Jesus Christ, this guy is fucking almost dead. You guys look at him and like the the 12 second or the 18 seconds of combat that have just taken place here, because it's what, turn 3.
Yeah.
So you guys watch is like, this is really fast. Like both of
There's
these guys
just blood
are
flying everywhere.
Yeah. And you guys look, and Carban's pretty good. This Tanaruk is looking like he just got put into a blender. He is mauled, and there is axe slashes, sword slashes, probably some horn slashes in there too, just for effect. Just like some gores. Like, this guy's fucked. What'd you
He's
get?
got spikes.
No, my dice dived on the floor.
Some spikes have been sheared off in this fight. Just
Yeah, like it's.
Ooh. That's 25. Oh wait, no.
That'll hit.
I already
That'll
rolled
hit.
with the great sword once, so it's it's a natural 15 plus 8.
You'll hit. You want to put the rest of your blood pool into this?
No, I can't. I can only choose to do it when I take the damage.
Okay.
So.
He's going to, in his last act, is try and hit you with his greatsword as he's dying. By the way, what's your damage?
Figuring that out right now. That is 11.
So as he's falling, he's gonna get one more slash into you. Natural 20. Oh, okay. So as you guys watch, it's like Carban does a flurry, and as the Turk's going down, he swipes at you, Carban.
Uh-huh.
And he does. That was a good hit. 28 damage. The natural 20. So. As he just like hits you, and he's like, as he's going to the down, he kind of like scratches your front, like the front part of your, like your abdomen, and just falls down dead.
Dun, 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 dun,
Game over.
That didn't work.
What do you mean that didn't work? It did exactly what it's supposed to.
And so yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He's straight up dead.
Caravan's gonna take a running jump and land with both feet on his skull.
Oh, okay.
just to make sure he doesn't get back up.
Just
You
splatter.
guys snap. It just like punches out like a watermelon. Just blop.
And with that, he's going to sheath the Berserker's greatsword before anybody gets close to him.
And with
Combat
that,
is
you
over. I get an
Yeah.
additional 17 points.
We may want to heal him.
How much damage did you take? Holy crap.
That clears that. But now I need to figure out retroactively. 3. Myself back 20 points. Because of the
That's not
Berserker.
bad.
Because of the Berserker's Barbarian Rage.
Yeah, the Barbarian Rage.
Does that mean the blood pool would have been halved?
No, the blood pool isn't halved. It's the damage he took, though. He still takes the full damage of his blood pool, but
I mean, which does it hit first? The blood pool or him?
So when I take damage, it directly splits.
Mm-hmm.
So damage that went into the blood pool was halved as well.
Okay.
So the Barbarian Rage
hits you first, then the blood pool.
The Barbarian Rage halves it, and then it gets halved into my blood pool, and because the blood pool is essentially my second hit points, so that's the damage that actually gets applied to me. So resistance is first, and then damage applied. So the Barbarian Rage counts as a resistance.
Yep.
He goes in the orange bag.
Carbane, yep, he's dead. And as you guys watch the rest of the orcs on their wargs leave, they kind of just look at Carbane as you guys are sitting there like bleeding, And you see the chieftain like nod his head, and then they just leave. They run back to their lines, and
Caravan actually has a little modicum of respect for him, because hey, anybody that respects the rules of the fight.
yep.
Yeah. Once Kozik sees Carbon Sheath, the Berserker, he's gonna run up and just like go up next to this demon body and like pat Carbon on the back and quickly give him Clear Wounds level 3.
Right,
Yo,
and
wounds
that gives
level
me what?
3.
What?
That
Just
gives me
gonna
How
what?
much HP?
Bang.
I'll find out in a
Ro-
second.
Gotta roll the die.
Several die.
I'm just gonna fucking sanctify this area. I don't want.
Holy water, holy water, holy
Holy
water.
water.
Just walking around. Blessing the radiant
Rex has-
energy
Re-
off the
freaking-
halberd.
He's just wandering around with like one of those vinegar shaker bottles full of holy water, just spritz,
Hmm.
spritz, spritz.
You know the little
I
incense
pull out a
burner?
sensor.
He has a little incense burner, and he's like walking around this body with the incense burner, like hanging
Well,
some hymn.
Oh,
Singing
Carbon,
some
I
hymn.
can't shoot you to give you more health back, but
I
you
can't
get
shoot
14 health back. I
Just-
get more.
Just
It
point
includes
blanks in with the gun. I got this. Wait, what?
I get a spell casting bonus with my rifle if I use spells through it, and Clear Wounds uses your spell casting modifier to help heal.
Yeah, I
So
just
it's a
take.
normal-
I have.
Do
I
you
am
get
now
a
down.
wait? Do you get a spellcasting modifier bonus, or do you get
Clear
a spell
Wounds
attack
is 1d
bonus?
1d8 plus your spell attack or
No.
Yeah, so
spellcasting
whatever your
ability.
your dex, it's your dex mod.
Yeah, your
since you use your dex
spellcasting
to
ability.
cast.
I'm asking what
Yeah,
do you get?
which-
What bonus do you get for the gun?
Oh, I get a +2 to my gun and
Your spell
thing with him.
attack?
and my spell attack if I use my gun.
I'm
Yeah.
only down 7 points now.
Oh, fuck it.
Wow. You want to know how much health he had? 132.
Yeah,
Holy
Carman
fuck!
don't give a fuck.
I don't even. I'm not even a tank. I'm just pure fucking DPS apparently.
I mean, you're quite tanky now, boy. Especially when you pull out that fucking sword, half damage.
Yeah, 132 health in what 4 turns?
Just chunk.
Whack.
Now,
chunk,
whack.
I
chunk.
will say this: there's more than just him in that army, so be aware, guys. In the future, there's more of those guys. Those guys are actually quite terrifying. Like that stat line was like he can fucking hit. I mean, I think you saw that, Cash. Like this guy can take chunks out of people. So
Didn't seem that bad.
I mean, he was a semi-even match to me.
yeah, it was just more of the literally just stacked all
A
3 attacks.
semi-even match?
It was actually
One person took effectively 7 damage, the other person died.
Well, the difference there is
I don't think Carbon can pull out
all
his
my
sword.
it was all my resistances, and that kind of
Mhm.
plus the fact that I am able to dual wield 2 great weapons and get 3 attacks.
Yeah, and I only could do 2 attacks, but I got a third of my reaction. Just my reaction, one of them missed, and
Basically,
Like,
it was kind of like if I was playing Darius fully optimally, taking those reaction
Yeah.
attacks every time.
Yeah.
Apart from I can buff up the damage of everything for 4 rounds. Max.
anyway, that is combat, and you guys watch as the remnants of the orcs in the building start falling back as the orc general leader walks away. See them kind of like start filtering out from the rubble of the buildings, as you guys are just kind of standing there.
Honorable Green Boy.
So what were the terms he demanded anyway?
City.
They wanted the city.
I'm sorry, I should have spoken more clearly. What were the terms we gave them? Is what I meant.
They
So
leave.
fuck off.
For how
They
long?
leave.
They leave. Didn't say, but they just leave.
Not so easy running a contract, is it? Damn it. Out of character.
I was gonna say you were about to have an axe go swinging over top of your head.
Norir thinks this is all good. We're done. He's still drawing based off memory of the
All the
constructs.
stuff he saw.
Probably be able to go see them now, Araya. Look at that.
Outstanding.
And I think with that, I think we can bookmark it for now and come back next week.
Gonna have to go fucking
Yeah, that's a good place to stop, I think.
Mm-hmm.
talk to the
So,
road breaker or someone. I hope he appreciates the fact that, you know, we just diverted an entire attack to his city and actually gives us a fucking kingly audience.
one attack. I will say that.
I think we
Are
need
you
to hire.
joking? They wouldn't even fucking recompense us for this. They want us to do this for the pleasure of doing
Green
it.
coming down.